Hey, Coach.
How are you doing?
Doing all right. It was a year ago tonight. The league shut down. What do you recall about this last year and just being able to navigate through this pandemic? What are the things that you're going to remember about this time?
It's a tough time for everyone, for the whole world, and a lot of people lost a lot of loved ones, and we just try to get together. I mean, try to get through it together, as best as possible. We know some tough times, and the biggest thing just sticking together. Doing what's right, trying to follow all the protocols that's necessary, and kind of go from there. But there's a lot of tough losses. It was a tough situation for a lot of people. So just prayers is always going out to those families and friends and loved ones.
Thanks. We'll go next to Andrew Gray.
Hey, Ty. Just wondering if you had an update on Pat Beverly.
Yeah, it's sore right knee for right now.
Is this something where you already know that you just, out of precaution, leave him home off the road trip?
I'm not sure about that.
Thank you.
Okay, we will go next to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach. Want to see what did you think about Lou Williams tonight and the way he played? And it seemed like he was very fluid, especially coming off the bench tonight.
Yeah, Lou was good. Got to a shot. He's a professional scorer, so going 5 for 7, having 14 points. He's a good spark for us tonight off the bench, and that's what we need him. That's what we need him to do every night. Just coming off the bench, bringing that spark, either creating for someone else or creating for himself. And tonight he was able to get 14 points in only 20 minutes or 14 points in 14 minutes. So a point per minute. So that's pretty good.
Thanks, Coach.
Next, we'll go to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. Wanted to ask about Serge. Obviously, he had a big game, but what do you like about him as a tone setter for you guys?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand the last part.
What do you like about him as like a tone setter for you guys?
No, I thought he was great. I thought we set the tone earlier. We said it tonight when we brought it in, at the end of the game, that he really did a good job of setting the tone. I thought, rebounding the basketball. He had a couple of jump shots early, and he had a couple, big finishes for us in the second half. So, having 14 rebounds, was great and huge for us. So, he did a great job, like I said, setting the tone early, making a few shots and kind of got us going offense.
Thanks. We will go next to Law.
Hey, Ty, you've mentioned before that this team plays great in the third quarter of games. This was the highest score in third quarter all season, 45 points. That's hard to do, especially against a team playing as well defensively as Golden State was. In general, how are you feeling about these third quarters? And specifically, what happened that the team got to stretch that lead so much in the third period?
I think it's a thing with all great teams. When you want to be great, I think that third quarter really sets the tone. The first half is kind of a fill out, and then that third quarter you just come out. I think defensively and setting the tone defensively, and we did that. I thought we did it all night long, and things we've been working on. I've seen improvement. I saw us improve on the small pick and rolls. Defensively with our blitzes, I thought we did a good job on Steph, just trying to corral and keep it out of his hands. Didn't turn the ball over number 11 times tonight. Did a good job of turning that ball over. They turned it over 16 times for 24 points for us. And then having 15 fast break points. I don't know last time we had that. So just things we've been talking about, things we've been working on, seeing some improvement on it. So we just got to keep improving, day to day.
Thanks. We'll go next to Mason.
Hey, Coach. You guys went into that zone pretty early on. What went into that decision to zone up? And obviously it worked pretty well. What was working for you with that?
Just watching the film and just talking through it with the coaches. And, last time we played, Pascal had a pretty good game against Zoo. It's a tough cover for Zoo. So we knew going into the game, once Steph stepped off the floor and they brought Pascal in, we wanted to play a lot of zone and kind of keep Zoo in the paint, let him protect, keep him in the hole. And it was good for us tonight. So, it was something we discussed, going back to the second game we played them in Golden State.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. We'll go next to Farbad.
Hey, Coach, in that first half of the game, PG attacks the rim, he gets right into the paint, 3 times, doesn't get a single foul in the entire first half in the free throw line. And you could see him starting to get frustrated. What do you tell a player in that moment? Because you could see the entire team is starting to get frustrated about the lack of calls in that first half. How do you settle them down?
Just had to call a timeout and just keep our composure. Like the referees, they're not doing it intentional. We had a couple of fouls that we got away with as well. PG had 2 fouls, and he kind of chopped across the guy's body for his third in that first half, but they didn't call it. So, I mean, it's just part of the game. We got to keep our composure, play through it. And that's all we kept saying in the timeouts is just, play through the officiating, play through everything. Let's just keep our composure. And I thought we kind of, did that, later on in that third quarter.
Thanks. We'll go to Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Pre-game, you said you wanted to get the ball to the middle of the floor in order to spray out for some threes. Tonight, you guys had 23 assists, 41 three-point attempts. Overall, did you like the performance of the offense tonight, getting the ball to the middle of the floor?
Yes, I did. I thought we did a good job of getting the ball to the middle of the floor. Like you said, they're a great team at protecting the paint. And I also thought we did a great job in our small pick and rolls. When they were showing, we was able to hit our guys, and those guys they would get down here and make a play for somebody else. So I love seeing that improvement in that area because we're going to need that going down the stretch. I did see some good things, and like I said, we just got to keep getting better at it.
Last question will go to Dan Wyke.
Hey, Ty, good to see you. Congrats on the win. I'm not a game-related question. I'm curious, how different are the practices that you run now as a coach from the ones you participated in as a player? And what,
trying to get me in trouble? You trying to get me in trouble, man? Come on.
As much as you can describe what it used to be like, I would be appreciative.
Well, I'll just tell you this. When I first came in, we had 32 a days. So you go from there. So, it's different. The game is different. The science is different. The sports science is different. And, we didn't shoot as many threes. Our centers didn't shoot threes when I came in the league. So the game has changed. And, best thing is just trying to make sure these guys stay healthy and, kind of go from there. Because, a lot of guys might play before me and around my time, they can barely walk now because I guess all the hard practices and all this, stuff like that. So it's a big difference. But, it's the world we live in now.